Hello, my name is Lisa Caslon and I'm one of the 4-H district coordinators, and for several years have taken the leadership for helping staff, volunteers, clubs and councils understand the expectations and requirements of having money in the 4-H program. 4-H is a publicly owned program with a name and logo protected by federal law. As a result, funds donated to the program must receive the same accountability as required in handling of public and tax funds. In addition, the money raised is intended to support educational programs for clubs and councils. With the increased demand for financial accountability and management of funds and the changes in the past 5 to 10 years as it relates to funds, Nebraska 4-H also has several things that we ask of you to help stay in compliance with the IRS and our current laws. In order for clubs and councils to handle money in the name of 4-H, we need you to understand a couple of things. First, our GEN, or General Exemption Number, is an IRS determination that formally recognizes 4-H and the clubs and councils under it and through the 4-H Foundation for inclusion as a 501c3 or a nonprofit organization. This means that all 4-H groups, clubs and councils both, that are listed as subordinates with Nebraska 4-H are exempt from paying federal income tax on funds raised in the name of 4-H. Let me be clear, clubs are exempt from paying income tax, not sales tax. Clubs and councils must still pay sales tax on the items they buy and report and pay that sales tax on items they sell. As a result of this designation, clubs and councils can accept donations and gifts and apply for grants. For a club and council to be included in the group exemption, it must meet these following requirements. A club must be chartered through Nebraska 4-H. They must have a constitution and bylaws. A council and club must have an IRS-issued employer identification number, and you must maintain one checking account for all funds. To retain this status, clubs and councils must annually do some additional things. You must submit a yearly, fully completed financial report to your local extension office by January 31st. You must file with the IRS by May 15th, and offices will do this on behalf of clubs and councils unless you are a council that has over $50,000 gross income. Then the long form needs to be completed with the help of a tax professional. In addition, each summer we update our subordinate spreadsheet. The office is in charge of this. This is our official record to the IRS to include all the clubs and councils that we have underneath of our umbrella. And finally, if all of these are not met, or any of these are not met, a club or council can be excluded from our exemption. And what this means is by failing to comply, you will have your ability to have funds in the name of 4-H taken away, which we don't want to do, so please help us by just following these simple rules. It is not the intent of Nebraska 4-H to make this process any harder than it needs to be, but it is our intent to follow the law. The key to all of this compliance is truly understanding that financial rules are meant to protect all of us. Ask questions locally of your 4-H staff, and if you don't understand, you are always welcome to email or call me for more information. The process is much smoother than it has been in the past, and we want to thank everyone for their part in making that happen. Our website has lots of resources to help your council as it relates to finances. Use these resources to find expectations and best practices for budgeting, handling and dispersing money, fundraising, audits, fund balances, and much more. We hope to develop further videos that can give more information on all these pieces. Thank you for your service to Nebraska 4-H, and if you have further questions, please don't hesitate to call me or to email me at lcaslon2@unl.edu. Thank you.